Hi, hello everybody. Welcome to LaneSmash 2021. This is game number 5. I am your host, Gelos, and I'm joined here by Gretchen.
Hello.
Today we're going to be looking at Prey versus KATS. This is going to be a fun match to watch. We want to go over the lanes right away because these matches have tended to actually start on time.
It's mind blowing,
It's
isn't it? This
crazy.
has never happened before.
I'm not used to this at all. So
Yeah.
let's go ahead and take a look right away at the lanes here. So this lane is lane 3. This is Crux HQ to Crux Mining. The neutral base is going to be Amrish ARX. Amrish ARX is a fairly kind of closed in kind of section for most of the point and a lot of the outside areas, but there's still plenty of area there that the air can absolutely pelt as infantry try to move in. So the air game is still going to be important, especially for the neutral base. The other bases we want to take a look at are Black Shard Tungsten and Shadespire. Very open Shadespire is. Until you get into the building itself, there's just all open territory. And then Black Shard Tungsten is going to be a map with a lot of people moving in and out of buildings, but mostly it's also open because that's they're spread a little bit too far apart for people to just kind of camp in.
I think those buildings don't really matter in this format. I think the only I mean, they sort of do, but if you look at that point building, it's very far away. It's sort of on the top of one hill, and there's no cover around it, so it's a prime ground pounding target.
It's also small, very small. It is a small little room there that can be pelted pretty quick.
Like, we'll probably see the best fight at Emerald
Match
AX
starts
Reserve.
in exactly 3
Shadespire should be
minutes. Match starts
interesting.
in quite 3 minutes.
Black Shard Tungsten traditionally sort of not that great a fight in this kind of line, but maybe the teams have come up with some new tactics.
Now, speaking of teams, because I don't want to just glaze over the actual teams themselves here, we've got Prey first. That is Team 1. That is made up of, obviously, Prey, but it also has Arc, which is Hippo's vehicle outfit.
It has, wait, hold up. It has not only one Prey, it has two Preys.
Right,
it has Prey the infantry
Preys.
outfit and Prey the armor outfit.
Yes. As well as, I'm forgetting the last one.
Arc and Help.
Help, that's right, and that's the important one, actually. That was the one I really wanted to bring up, because Help actually, they've been making quite a splash on Emerald, so they do know what they're doing for sure when it comes to this kind of a format, at least. Now, that being said, this is a fairly fresh team. While a couple of them...
Match starts in 2 minutes. Match starts in 2 minutes from now.
While a good, small portion, small handful of them actually have been to things like lane smashes and server smashes, this whole team, in and of itself, somewhat of a fresh team, especially to LaneSmash.
Yeah, it's a fresh team. There's definitely people on that team that know what they're doing, that are good players. But yeah, a fresh team. However, like honestly, KATS are favorites for this match, but I am hoping for Prey to put up a good fight and hopefully get some points here.
I'm hoping so too.
That's what I'll be looking forward to.
Yeah, and speaking of KATS, they are the tourney favorite. Let's not just kind of glaze over that. They are absolutely a very strong team.
I think after last season, you could argue that Turtle could also be the tourney favorite.
That is true.
I find it hard to pick between the two.
Yeah.
Turtle definitely shook up the meta. Or what was... I don't remember the last team.
Match starts with the upcoming tick. Match starts with the upcoming
That's
tick.
in roughly 1 minute, but okay. Whatever the team was called back then, the B-White team essentially, they definitely shook up the meta and did some new stuff.
Yeah, they and I believe too they won that too, didn't they? I believe they did.
They did win the tournament, indeed.
So KATS actually lost last tourney, so it's not like we're coming in here with just a completely dominant force. But KATS still one of my favorite picks, at least, for this tourney. We're gonna go and switch this into in-map.
All right.
There we go. In just a moment here, we're gonna start seeing our opener. But obviously, this is going to be our first base. We're gonna be taking a look at here. Amrish ARX Reserve. Very, very curious. Another thing to point out, KATS
Two,
starting on the east side
one.
at Crux
Match
Mining.
starts.
Prey
Match
starting
starts.
over here at Crux headquarters on the west side.
Okay.
All right, so the match has started. Let's go take a look. I'm gonna go head over to KATS and see what I can find. Ah, here's the mosquito, just spawned in for me. Small mosquito ball, as far as I can tell. Oh, I say small actually. A little bit more has popped in for me.
That doesn't look small to
Yeah,
me.
a little bit more has popped in here.
Yeah.
And,
We immediately
oh!
see galaxies coming from Prey, which I'm assuming are dropping max at some point.
I do see
see
some
a few drops.
maxes. Yep, and
Yeah,
their
yeah,
maxes
there
are
they
with
go,
them
yeah.
for sure. Lots of
So-
maxes here.
No, the Prey, sorry, the KATS team is trying to banshee them, but the one banshee didn't really get anyone. Who is this? Frank Mike. Known banshee connoisseur, but didn't really get anyone there.
So one thing to note here, because this is a neutral base, KATS can steal this very last second, but the important thing that's happened here is there's a large amount of maxes by the Prey team. That's going to help quite a lot with that sort of defense of stealing. Unless KATS really pushes in with a lot of their own maxes, or just a lot of their own cheese, that's going to be tough. Now that bus is going to be a big problem.
For KATS, and there's Mozzie's ground coming. It looks like they immediately won the effort, which I guess a lot of people aren't going to be very surprised about, because it is Bling Air mostly, Bling and friends. However, Prey, the air outfit, I gotta say I'm not a pilot, I'm not always up to date with the air community, but as far as I remember, Prey were very respected and good air outfit on Emerald.
They are.
But I sort of stopped paying attention to air 2-3 years ago, and it's honestly one of my things I should probably keep up with, but I'm sure they have capable pilots. So.
Now, we're taking a look on the inside.
It looks like that just wasn't their strategy. Oh, it looks like those
Take a look.
were just intended to like secure the drop here.
Take a look on the inside of the point itself. We've got Prey set up with very nice defenses. You can see they've actually got a double hardlight barrier set up here, which I didn't even know was possible. Just set up right there on that wall to stop anybody from even pushing in.
So the way
from
you
the
do
side.
that is you use the reserve hardlight barrier.
Ah,
Wait,
I see.
No, isn't that an ASP? Oh no, an engineer that's not an ASP clock, if I remember correctly.
Ah,
so you
okay.
can set, I think, I'm not entirely sure, but I think that's the way to get as close to each other. If not, there's probably some other magic they did there.
Yeah.
I want to
Very
say,
nice, though.
whoever, like, maybe some people saw our coverage of the our last match that we streamed at Chimney Rock, where we pointed out over and over again that it's very easy to just push someone off at last second. That's a lot harder to do on this point. This point is very much turtleable.
And you can see how well they've set up their defenses too. That being said, there is a lot of shelling that's happening here, but KATS is still in a tough position. They have got to get explosives of some sort in here to really clear out some of these entrances. And their buses have already taken too much damage. They can't just push in there with only those buses.
So the thing that's so much better about this point is that it's very hard to die in a position where you can't get revived.
Yeah, the medics can just stand in this corner right over here, and they're completely safe in this area as well as over here in this area. Unless an light assault like this comes around, but then those maxes are watching that pretty diligently, it seems.
Yeah, there's very few areas where you die and can't get revived.
So it looks like KATS is really having a tough time here. Prey's doing a fantastic job at holding so far.
They do still have 1 minute left, and I'd like. Actually, they've failed most of the mosquitoes. I only see 2 left, which probably isn't a bad idea, just to shelter one angle with Banshee. Oh, their bus just went down.
Now
that's
big
not
C4s
great.
are starting to come out from the KATS team. I saw one get stuck to that max, but I guess it didn't go off, unfortunately.
I don't see many dead, so I don't think it did much. Ooh, look at that! Frank might Joe Creamer now climbing the rock and to get another angle for C4.
Now the problem here is KATS is getting low on time, and they're feeling the pressure.
They caught onto it.
You know they're going to want to start pushing in here very soon, and they might end up losing too many people if they do this too quickly.
Just are you seeing these heavies just jump up on the side? Jump up the rock?
Let me go take a look outside.
No, it's inside.
Oh, is it inside?
You know the barrier that's facing south?
Oh, here! Oh, that's smart.
They're jumping up there.
Oh, yeah, look at that! Frank Mike, come on up.
Because the Prey team caught onto it and they check it occasionally and just...
Oh,
no,
big
never mind.
C4 just killed 2 maxes.
Right there. It's 8 seconds left though. They're gonna have to push right now.
They do not have the time,
I don't see anyone.
and there's not enough people.
Anyone ready to push.
Fantastic hold here by the Prey team. Went in early and really really stuck in on that.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was hoping to see from the Prey team. This is the play I wanted to see. They're getting points against a team that's probably individually skilled, higher level, and expected to perform better.
Oh yeah.
And now they're gonna get to kill a lot of these for free. Because the KATS team had to build so many ESFs that are just landed and can die to a single Bessie right now.
Now, one thing to note is now that
That's gonna be good
the
resource
cap has
trade for
happened
them.
and nobody is on the point, a back cap can happen, but you can see Prey here, they don't really want to sacrifice anybody right now. They cannot really afford to lose anybody yet. They do need to sneak somebody over there.
They can afford it now, but they didn't want to afford it when they were holding the point, which is understandable. Most teams just realize that they need everyone they have on that point.
Yeah, an absolute dominant force on the inside there. Prey did a fantastic job with that hold. KATS still struggling to even find some kind of a foothold to push this in.
And I'm seeing good flanks come out even from like a few Prey members just getting behind the KATS infantry, mowing a few down because they saw tunnel vision on the point.
How is the air game looking right now? Has there been any side
There has not been any side reports. I have checked once, I think, and there's nothing.
Got some cheeky Banshee Mossies every now and again, just spamming that inside area. Very good angle for them.
It looks like the TI even killed the air terminals at Croc's headquarters, so they'd have to repair them first for some side reports. This, honestly, we might see a turtle match here, where
we might, yeah.
Kratos tries to turtle on point. But it's gonna be hard, because if they get pushed off once, it's gonna be very hard for them to re-push with KATS having air dominance.
And knowing KATS' aggression, if they were to take back this point, they will push on to the next lane, get an extra point as well. So this won't be ending in a 1-1 in that case, it'll end up being a 1-2 if they push all the way in and actually cap another base.
Yeah, with this air superiority, they'd have an easy run at Electra Tungsten. However, like, Prey could probably get some side reports right now. I only see 3 Mozzies up, a lot of them are like landed, so people could jump back in them, but you're probably not fast enough on that. It looks like they're just holding for now though, which, I mean, I tend to give teams a lot of shit for turtling, but
when it comes to this
I
team,
gotta say,
like, look outside the northeastern side. If they don't turtle this, they're in big trouble. Look at this, the absolute force here.
We've seen this kind of stuff since the beginning of LaneSmash, but pulling it off against a team that's supposed to be so much better than you is pretty impressive.
Yeah, they're doing so far a fantastic job.
I'm not gonna give them shit for turtling this, because KATS are expected to win this, and that's impressive that they're managing to turtle this so well.
Yeah, they're doing a very good job here. They are not, they're absolutely unrelenting in the defense here. Now, before we get too stuck on this, because not all of them got rezzed, I'm sure. Let's see what's going on over here at the spawn. They have to somehow get in past this.
Well,
every now and again.
I see a few running every now and then, but the Banshee mosquitoes just keep killing them.
I see one flanker
I see the
here.
Banshee's actually leaving. Are they checking for an air report?
I wonder if he can make it back in.
Oh, one of the A side tunnels got repaired, and there's immediately a Mozzie to take it out again.
We have one flanking LA that came from spawn and is doing absolute work right now. Has killed almost the entirety of this whole fucking push here on the south side.
Who was it?
Who was that? Hold on.
Did
Vertigo. That was incredible.
Yeah. I saw them do that before. That's the second time then at least they pulled that off. That was great.
Absolutely incredible job there. You do not usually see individual players like that make an actual difference like that, and when it comes to lane smashes, that was fantastic to watch.
So there's a bit of an argument going on in chat right now who invented turtling, and I do want to say that turtling in LaneSmash is as old as LaneSmash pretty much.
Absolutely.
SHFK definitely pushed it to a new level, especially considering the last years when kind of like LaneSmash went in a different direction, and SHFK revived it and pushed it to a new level with the new tools available now on Blindside. But yeah, it's always been a thing.
It's,
I
once
still
again,
don't see
to
a push.
reiterate, KATS having just the roughest time pushing in this. The Prey team has turtled this so well. Now, there's only a couple of medics in here.
Yeah,
if
there's
any,
never been many.
yeah, there's if they were to take, oh, I think that was it actually. Oh wait, no, there's 2 more medics over here in this corner. Oh, I see a big push happening though. This is it.
I don't. This could be.
If they push in from the northeast right now, this could actually do it. But Joe Cremo's about to go down.
They're recovering.
They are recovering, and the medics are back
up. Oh, there's
up.
a push coming. There's another push
that
coming.
That push is coming a little too late there. I'm surprised it took them so long.
They might have been on respawn.
Something to point out
how
is
we're seeing the return of Maxes and LaneSmash. I really didn't like that last season. There were so few Maxes.
You know, some people don't like Maxes. I know it sounds crazy. You know, some people think maybe Maxes are a little too strong to be walking in buildings and being resable.
I mean, you know. So you remember before the NC Max nerf when Rel said a Max is still an issue for people realistically? I agree with them, and we should return to the old NC Maxes. They were pretty cool. I think Maxes need a buff, Gallows.
Yeah, I've always said it.
I don't think it's worth 450 mana at the moment, to be honest. I only get like 30-40 kills when I pull one.
Something to point out here is there's a little bit of pop over Shadespire. I don't know if that is just one sneaky man trying to get that back cap started.
I'm gonna go take a look at that. I see 3 Banshees.
Oh boy.
Oh, there is someone here. I think it's a stalker. Oh, nope, they're dead. They tried to drive a flash over as a heavy. Crucial mistake, Brokenberg.
Always want to go the info.
You want to be a stalker.
And they really need it at this point. They are getting pushed quite a lot, and that last little push that KATS had almost wiped them off.
Honestly, if they transition now, they run a risk of like KATS setting up here in the meantime. That's partly why turtling is so strong, because you don't run the risk of giving up your point hold and someone else swooping in there.
Now I'm seeing a little bit more pop over at Shadespire. Maybe they can get a back cap started here soon. If they can get a second point, that would be absolutely powerful for this match. Because even if they were to lose the neutral against KATS on the next half, they could still be in this quite well.
So the issue is if they lose this point hold or the neutral next half, both of the other bases defending them, you rely on running from the spawn to point, and they'd have to contest the bling air. Now, we haven't really seen them try to do it, so maybe they could. But I guess we'd all be surprised if they can.
For anybody wondering what all of these underbarrels are, by the way, these are the Punisher underbarrel grenade launchers. These have special effects for particular roles, so the medics, when they're spamming those underbarrels, they're healing people. The engineers are also healing the maxes as they spam their underbarrels, and they're entirely refillable from the ammo pack, so you can see how the meta has shifted here since the introduction of the Punisher.
Okay, so I see the KATS team just suiciding in with LA, trying to shotgun people, trying to get C4s off, trying to knife people. I'm seeing heavy mains switch LA here. I saw Zyros, Joe Creeman playing LA.
I see some questions in chat.
They don't really seem to have a strat here.
I see some questions in chat as to why Smoke Nade is banned, and that is quite heavily due to the fact that the casters can't see what's on the screen if you have the entirety of the base filled with smoke. So it's very, very nice just to not have smoke nades for the viewer experience, basically. And there's also plenty of other better grenades for pushing into things like this, like conks.
Oh, there's a back cap.
Oh, back cap?
There's a back cap.
All right, let's go take a look. We did just see a small push.
Mozzie circling this, of course there's. I see 3 people on point. Two people on point. This is not looking like a strong.
There's a medic and there's a heavy. That's all you need.
Broken and an infiltrate. They're broken birds and infil this time.
Oh, and we've got some of the Mossies are landing on the roof.
Honestly,
Fell here are going to balk the window.
This almost looks like an attempt.
Heathcliff going down from a Banshee Mossie. Oh,
This
and there goes the
almost
medic as
looks
well.
like an attempt. Ooh, Smellbot might recover this. Just got in here. Resin.
He's going for the res, but that Banshee Moss is still right out the window. It's deadly accurate.
That's fine. He can dodge that window. So this honestly might just be, even if they don't push this back cat through, it might force KATS to pull back so many forces that sorry, Prey can clear off some of the stuff that KATS has set up at Emerald AX Reserve. Like the Sundies and the Prowlers.
And a very important thing to remember, every 1 second that Prey is over here, that is 2 seconds that KATS cannot push onto Amherst ARX. There are now 2 medics, but there's a Max here.
Max here now, and Frank might, and Puff Daddy.
Yeah, a small force of KATS has actually redeployed to deal with this, but that was a lot of time on the point.
Seems to be mostly the pilots. The infantry players should mostly be still at Emerald AX.
Something to note though, there's still a stalker infill. He's just gonna wait it out here probably at the base. So once this starts cooling down,
they know of the stalker's existence though. They might go looking for them. Because the stalker tried to kill someone. I think they tried to shoot Puff Daddy.
Ooh, bad idea. Never want to expose yourself as the stalker. Unless you're 100% sure you're gonna
You see
get
that there's a pilot there, you gotta be like, they probably don't know how to play infantry, I'm a clap them.
Now, despite the fact that they sent about 4 or 5 people over to that other base, still holding strong over here inside of Amherst ARX. This is looking pretty good for them right now. There should be about 12 minutes or so still left in the match, so it's definitely looking good. Definitely looking good for the Prey team right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed by this.
Yeah.
I mean, it is, you know, just turtling a point and stuff, and it's the easy way to win LaneSmash and blah blah blah. But they're pulling it off against a much better team.
And as somewhat of a fresh team too. Let's not forget.
Expected.
Let's not forget this team. Prey.
Oh, there's a push.
Yeah, here it comes. Gorgon Max coming on up. Oh, but a big
Gorgon
C4 took him out. And then look at this. The entire stairway is getting cleared off. Overkill trying to push up the stairway right now.
There's another push though from the upstairs. This might be hard to recover. I don't see many medics around.
Oh yeah, this is going
1,
pretty
2,
badly.
3. Never mind, they all back up.
Oh, the Maxes are really keeping this push from happening on that south end. Meanwhile, the northeastern side was not really able to do much there. This is a bit of an exercise in just how well can you ram your forces into the enemy. Zyro's taking out 4 people there before going down finally. And in fact, I think he might have taken out a majority of the medics. Oh, he did!
Is there any medics
Zyros, I
alive?
think, might have just taken out the last of the medics there.
I don't see any medics.
Causing this entire hole to start
MVP.
crumbling. This will now crumble here without a single medic to actually res any of the engineers
and what's
or
doing?
the
Kathleen
Maxes.
pushing out? Are they suiciding to do an air pull or something?
At this point,
do they have a backup? They have a backup. They're committing to the backup.
They've got to be committing to it.
That's why they're suiciding.
All right, that's a smart play
it's
by
faster
Prey.
than a redeploy. If you get shot, your redeploy gets stopped.
Yeah, that was a smart play by Prey. They're going
They
going
probably
back
have
over here.
because they got pushed off that point. They're gonna have to commit to this backup.
When they lost the last of their medics, it seems like they were aware. They actually started getting this set up very quickly there. That was very smart.
That was a very good call by them.
Yeah.
I know KATS is on the point, but they can't do anything here.
Now,
it looks like they're sticking around and hoping that the rest of their team can just clear off the backup.
Look at this. We have Maxes here, which means there is
I'm not
definitely
sure
a bus. There is a hard spot.
No. There's a terminal here you can hack. It looks
No,
to be
they have a
destroyed
bus.
now, but they might have. Okay.
They have a bus. I can see it. So we've got infantry actually coming out from the farm.
There's no bus.
Wow, there is a bus. I am seeing them coming from it. But this Banshee Mossy is making short work of even the Maxes coming out of it. They're not able to even make it into the building, even as Maxes themselves. Meanwhile, on the inside, they're getting Banshee Mossied as well. If they might have played this wrong, actually. If they can't turtle as well as on Amherst ARX, KATS may be able to take back Amherst.
It's not as strong as Emerge Axe to turtle. However, I don't think they had a choice there. The issue, like, KATS just pushed onto the point, and KATS left behind. Like, there's like 6 people here, 5, 6. So that is 6 people that aren't helping at Shadespire that might allow them to turtle this out. If they can turtle this out, if they can hold this triple stack for another 2 minutes, that's massive.
Oh, something else we should probably point out. While KATS has had to repull some of their maxes, as well as some of their vehicles since they've also died, Prey has almost not had to repull any of their maxes at all, so a lot of them are at full nanites at this point.
We
Except
just saw
for just the repull. Yeah, just this one repull that they did for this bus.
But that repull is relevant for the next 5 minutes, because that's how long it takes to replenish those 450 nanites.
So they're in a good spot right now in terms of resources. However, if they end up getting pushed here too hard, they're going to be in a bad spot for Amherst. Arcs is going to be a difficult proposition for them to have to push back into, especially if KATS continues to hold on. We have Fell here holding onto the balcony side angle. Ryan trying to push in from the window, goes down. Fell pushing in now. He's on point and he is reverting it.
Okay, the KATS team completely abandoned MHAX reserve.
Oh,
everyone left.
Look at this. Prey was actually somewhat baiting there. They were
back. They're actually afraid that Prey is gonna get this.
Prey actually pulled back into the stairwell there. Kind of baited KATS in a little bit with all of their maxes kind of disappearing on the point, and then they just pushed back out and forced another smart move there.
I really can't wait to talk to. Ooh, that was big tank mine from Porsche.
And in fact, there's still a tank mine on point. Oh, but it just despawned.
This is looking dicey.
Yeah, but there are reses happening still.
It looks like there might be covering.
There's one medic left. He needs to get a resonate in here.
There's the resonate. I don't know.
Ooh,
this
it's looking pretty bad.
Right,
I don't know. We've seen Prey get pretty close to being cleared without going down
that's
entirely.
True. And in fact, have to hold another 30 seconds.
Look at this. They're getting a little more reinforcements.
Even if they lose this, KATS has to cap this back for 4 minutes and 40 seconds now, which is so much time.
It's a huge amount of time.
And it's only 15 seconds left, and they're all back up.
13 seconds until Prey gets a second point on first half.
You
That's
remember
going to be
when
devastating.
I called KATS the clear favorites and said, I just want to see Prey have a good performance?
I do remember that. There it is! Prey taking a second point in the first half.
I cannot believe this.
Doing an absolutely fantastic job, playing so well right now. You can see they've strategized super well for this. They've actually they've definitely been practicing for this a lot.
Oh, they've most importantly, I think they've watched some boards and they've spotted weaknesses in how KATS plays and what weaknesses other people exploited. This is crazy. I did not expect this.
So well for Prey.
I expected them to show a good performance, but I didn't expect this.
Yeah, this is so far this has been a fantastic match. I cannot believe what I'm watching here.
I might have to watch this back, but to me it feels like they've sort of taken what B-Boy did last year. Short Stack did last year, and
they've improved upon it.
Not entirely copied it, but they've definitely been inspired by it.
It feels a lot more like an improvement.
Yeah, it's slightly different. It's not entirely the same, but it's the same style.
What we saw from Short Stack last year was mostly just turtling neutral. Don't risk anything.
Yeah.
But you can see here,
Prey
like has taken risks. Yeah, Prey has taken risks. They're playing this just on the top of their game right now. They're doing fantastic.
That transition was so flawless. I mean, there's a little bit of luck involved with that, right? You hear the call of, okay, well, we might get wiped here, all medics dead, and you're like, oh, we have a backup, let's go, go, go. I mean, there's a little bit of luck there, right? It just happens to fall in the right order. But perfect call right there. This is, I'm super impressed.
Yeah. And all of that, by the way, despite not having any air superiority. I think I've barely seen a Scythe in the air at all
I don't think
since
we've
the
seen Scythe since the opener.
Yeah. So
I think there might have been one side pull.
And the same goes for Mag Riders as well. There's no real need for Mag Riders in this particular scenario. So it has been entirely up to the infantry and maxes that Prey has been just keeping on point so well.
Just before this match, we talked about how just point holding doesn't really work in LaneSmash. It doesn't really translate into LaneSmash. The point holding skills you might learn on live. And here we're proven wrong.
Yeah. You know, we were talking a little bit about...
hey, when we're making the dope LaneSmash point holding outfit.
I don't think we could play as well as this. I hate to break this to you.
Yeah, I don't think...
We would end up playing very much lazily.
I don't think there would be this kind
entirely,
of discipline.
Prey has clearly, they're committed to winning this. They are doing so well right now. Zyro's here pushing in. Zyro's a very strong player too, going down, but only to a mag. Ooh, Kuhami's also coming with a shotgun, goes down. Just scattered forces really from KATS. They're just trying to keep a little bit of harassment on the Shadespire because they can see there's no pop yet in the previous base, so they're not worried about a backcap just yet.
Someone chat saying, not gonna lie, this team definitely could beat Shotstack, and I don't know if they could beat it. I wouldn't agree with that, but I definitely like to watch that.
I'm not sure what team they could beat at all, but at bare minimum, they would definitely give a good show, because right now they are doing fantastically.
I definitely like to see that match, because it's sort of similar, or very similar gameplay styles sort of clashing, and it would be cool. We're sort of getting that when we get Prey vs Turtle. I think that's next week or in 2 weeks.
Now, one thing I will note is
but
KATS,
it's not entirely the same team.
If KATS wants to come back from this, because there's not too much time left, so I don't think they can really get this point back. But on the second half, what they're going to have to do is take back the neutral and then force Prey to actually try and push in on that same kind of deal. Because obviously, it's one thing to talk about how well you're defending a base, but it is another thing to see how well Prey can actually push into a base. We haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah. Well, we haven't seen that because there's threat to avoid. See, this is an assumption because we haven't seen the air clash, but I'm guessing the threat was to say, hey, we probably won't win against the Blink Air, so we'll just ignore it and not play with it. Do this instead. And at this point, there's not even time for KATS to flip this back and catch this in time.
Yeah, Prey just played this so well that they were actually able to get 2 points in one half, and now KATS just can't get back on it. There's no more points that's going to be possible for either team. So, you know, so far, great half here for Prey. But again, this is easily counterable by KATS. They have to make a push onto that neutral on that second half, and then they have to force Prey to actually respond with an offensive of their own. I suspect they're not going to be as good at it as they were defending, because that defense was just top notch. It's hard to translate that, however, into an offense.
Yeah. It's general rule of PlanetSide: always easier being passive than aggressive.
Yep.
But we'll see what they do.
Yep.
Someone's pointing out in chat, well, someone's saying, honestly, it's more there's no coordination with KATS, really. And that does definitely seem to be an issue.
Yeah, I've not seen a whole lot of coordination here by the KATS team. That is true.
It was an issue they struggled with last year. I'm not sure anymore about the year before. It's too far gone. It's in 2 years, mate.
Yeah.
No, but yeah,
that
it does
said,
seem to be an issue.
The small kind of group coordination usually is their problem, but they do always have their meta coordination. That is, who is trying to push a bus onto a point, who is trying to, you know, what group is trying to look into the windows with their banshees. You know, things like that. KATS is very good at. They know who is assigned a cheese, and that cheese knows exactly how to do it.
That's true. And if it's working well, if it's going well for them, they just stomp through anything. It's sort of these situations where they struggle, when it's not going according to plan and they need to come up with something on spot.
Current score
People
is
might have to
2-0
get out of their
for
comfort zone of
Prey,
what they know doing.
And everyone, please leave the continent. We will tell you when you come back to your home bases. Please, everyone, leave your continent now.
All right, so far, scores are as follows: Prey 2, KATS 0 so far. A very surprising first half here by the Prey team. They've absolutely dominated that sort of defensive style going into this. They did just a wonderful job here. That said, KATS knows the plan now. They know exactly how to counter that too. You go aggressive. You go in first on the neutral. You make sure you can't be locked out. And I suspect Prey's about to get punished for their kind of their sort of turtle playstyle for that entire first half. That's my suspicion anyway. But we will see what they end up wanting to do. It's an easy thing to counter. So we will see.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what the KATS leadership can come up with, what they're gonna do. And I'm interested to see as well if Prey has a different strat, if they're expecting them to switch it up, what they're gonna do.
So a funny thing is, actually...
Guys, one real quick thing, because someone asked in chat, if no points are possible, why do they keep playing? And there was actually a discussion before the tournament, but the organizers have decided to always let the matches run the full timer to avoid any arguments that there would have still been a cap going, or no, you were wrong, and the timer said this on my screen, and it's just safer. That's why it's just easier.
Plus, it's usually better because you can usually see some of the funnier gameplay start to happen around the end of the match. Usually, like on the very end of, say, the last half, you'll see somebody pull like a flamethrower, flash or something silly.
Sub doesn't play anymore, guys.
Oh, okay.
No one else plays those. Come on.
All right, but yes, like I was saying, it is going to be easy for KATS to kind of counter that opener. They know exactly what Prey was very good at for that opener. They know exactly how to lock them back out and not allow that to happen again. I don't expect that to happen a second time. Prey, however, I believe they are the team that completely switched up their opener on the other match that we cast. I think it was like Prey versus... I'm forgetting the name now, but there was another team they completely swapped out their opener for. So we will see if that ends up happening here.
Wait, another Prey match?
Yeah, it was another Prey match versus. I can take a look real quick.
Did we cast that? Oh,
I feel like we did. I could be having a fever dream.
I don't think we. Oh, actually, we did cast them once before.
Seeing if I can remember any of these.
Too many LaneSmash matches in my head. There's been hundreds.
But like I was saying, the opener for that match completely changed for Prey. They didn't go with the same at all. Instead of going heavy air dominance, for instance, they actually went heavy on the infantry dominance on the second half. So we'll see if they want to completely change up their opener just to try and counter whatever KATS is going to counter with. It's a counter, if you will. And if that happens, it might work, it might not, but it's probably better than going with the same opener and then not getting away with it because they didn't get there in time or something like that. Something also to note.
I'm sure they've done the timings.
Exactly, Something to note is always, teams that come well prepared know how quickly you can get onto a base compared to the other side. For instance, let me actually go ahead and just put this on lanes and maps. We can actually explain this a little bit better. So going into this, I'm assuming Prey knew that they could get into Amherst ARX before KATS could get there. That's my assumption. They might have timed it out. It looks to me like it's not.
I'm not sure on the timings anymore.
Yeah.
It's been too many years since I played this lane and actually actively played in LaneSmash, or concerned myself with it a lot playing in it. But even if they were slower, they could have easily gambled on KATS not going for that point hold. Because if you look at the way KATS play, they want to keep their trees. They want to stay in their mosses. They don't want to get out of them and have to play infantry. They just want to banshee you.
Right.
Or like they want to stay in those vehicles because they have a lot of those vehicle mains that just want to play their role. So there could have easily been a gamble on, yeah, they're not gonna drop on it. Like they'll just stay up, and we'll drop on it, and it's gonna be ours.
And clearly that did not work out, unfortunately for them.
Oh no,
yeah.
I'm talking Prey, and it
Oh
did
yeah,
work
Prey.
out for them.
Yes, absolutely. Sorry, I was moving the Prey hand down so your name wasn't completely covered up. I wasn't
Oh,
listening
thank
at all.
you.
That's on.
Hey, that's typical. You never listen to me.
Sorry, I was trying to make you prettier. My bad.
This is why I want us taken off of the joke team speak relationship chart, Gillis.
No, you can't come off of that chart. Too integral, quite frankly.
Alright.
So, again, Prey here going into the second half. I think they're in for a very tough time, but at the same time, KATS kind of took a bit of a morale hit there, don't you think?
Yeah, and I could definitely see KATS take a tilter.
Yeah.
Like there's some players in there that I could definitely see in tilt.
Yeah, absolutely. And no matter the format, I've said this in absolutely every format that I've ever cast, and no matter the format, morale does actually have an effect. If you start losing, especially if you're going into the match thinking you're the stronger team, and you're starting to lose, that can have an effect on your team composition. No, that's not the term. Communication. Let's go with that one.
Oh yeah.
It has an effect on your communication. Absolutely.
And that like both of those, the communication getting bad and the and also you like take a morale hit, both has a very big impact on individual players. It depends. Like some players can deal with it, no problem. Some players
Half 2 starts in exactly 3 minutes. Half 2 starts in 3 minutes.
Like I know me personally, if my team gets mad and angry, I'll start playing terrible.
Yeah. A lot of people do. It's a tough thing. But one nice thing about LaneSmash is there's actually a fairly long little intermission. You just heard the referee come out and say about 3 minutes here, so that's enough time to kind of cool your head a little bit, start thinking about the second half, kind of refresh a bit, and hopefully that's what KATS is doing here. And I'm hoping what we're going to see is a really, really strong counterplay by them.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll see a different opener. Knowing Snipsel, they're gonna try something else, and I'm interested to see what it is.
They clearly went for heavy air dominance. They expected to see a lot of the Prey guys there.
It's their classic.
That is their classic.
Usually do.
But I think they really expected to see a lot of Prey members just try to battle them out, and they just didn't. They didn't have it. There was no real ball there. It was just 3 galaxies and a few escort sides, and that was pretty much it.
Those scythes, honestly, probably were only there to distract the Mozzies from killing the galaxies.
And it worked. It definitely worked. Those 3 galaxies were able to drop the entirety of the max payload.
Well, it was probably one of them was probably bait. The other ones were probably actually loaded up.
I actually think I saw maxes in all of them, but I think they spread out their forces into all 3. As well. I don't think they've had any of them completely full. Probably, I mean, that might be a smart idea too, to have them, only a little bit full. So if you lose one of them, at least you don't lose a whole full galaxy.
Yeah, the classic is baiting with one, like making one seem obvious, and then you have the maxes in the other ones, or the max one coming late, something like that.
Yeah.
Half 2 starts with the upcoming tick. Half 2 starts with the upcoming tick.
53 seconds.
We're going to go on into in-match here. Once again, Amherst ARX is our neutral, so we're going to see all the action happen right around here. No telling if this is going to be a rerun of the last match, or if this is going to be a completely new strategy here by Prey, going in with maybe more of an air power, maybe more vehicles. My suspicion is they're going to change it up to try and not let KATS punish them for doing the same strat twice. But we'll see. They might want to go with the same strategy just because it works so well. But again, if KATS is smart, they're going to play this quickly. They're going to get in there on that point. They're not going to let them turtle like that again.
Okay, I don't. Skills.
10 seconds
KATS might
remaining.
have an issue. According to Stay Winning Live in chat, Snips is
3,
pooping right now.
Oh, no,
1.
no.
Maybe
Half
he
two
won't
starts,
be
half
here.
two starts.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and start this up. We've got, looks like, Prey starting on east side, KATS starting on
I
west side this
see
time.
galaxies
Lots
from
of
both.
galaxies.
They might both drop maxes. This might get interesting.
Oh, yeah. Looks like Prey has the faster entrance into
It's
the
already
point.
the Nora already running on point. Alone magic here. Oh no.
Oh, he has a lot to hold off here, though. He gets savagery. Oh, but look at the oncoming force.
No.
He goes down.
No.
A big tank mine just got dropped. And that's going to take out this Max as soon as he walks over that. Oh, but it already went down.
Like more PS made it on point, but
Yeah,
not
I'm
that
seeing
many
a lot
either.
more. This time around, they're in a bit of a better position. There's a lot of Maxes, but only one medic so far.
Yeah, TR in a lot better position. They have maxes on ground here, and there's no entry. There's one entry, I think, for the TR maxes.
Ooh, it's
This
still
is
a bit
Danny.
rough.
Oh, there's another end. Oh, he almost made it in. He's so close. Come on, medic, get that one up.
Ooh.
There you
Oh,
go.
these KATS Maxes are absolutely getting pelted at the entrance here. They cannot make it in.
They really need to get this Dinner BS guy up. Needs to repair the maxes. Ryan's up in the back. Oh, he's already
Oh, Chippy
dead
one
again.
is pushed in as well. Oh, but he just went down.
And Hippo's down again. Who was there?
We got Joe Crema. Oh, he almost took out that medic. That would have been a very, very good kill. There are 2 medics in here to deal with, too.
Freya trying to get people in on beacons, but they're not being successful.
Oh, one
Let's
medic
look.
has gone down. 2 medics gone down. There's only 1 left. 2 now. 3. They've been rezzed. Chippy one coming back in. Oh, I think Snipsel might have just taken a medic out. He's got to take out all of the medics. That last medic just got rezzed back up. Oh, the last medic I think is down.
Savage is still downstairs as a medic. If he can launch a resonate up. Oh no, he's trying to do some weird jumps and stuff. And that's
Oh.
KATS on point.
Yeah, KATS is now on point technically, but that's only because the only things that are left on point for the
Oh,
BS side are
there's the resonate.
maxes.
There's the resonate. Look at that.
Oh, here we go.
Savage finally threw that resonate.
Prey
I've been looking
getting
at him
back
down
on
there, waiting.
point with
There's
reinforcements.
more
Look
Predators
at
Where are they
this.
coming from?
Coming
How are
in
they
from the
allowed to run in here?
northeast. Where did
No.
they come
Oh,
from?
There was one scythe. I saw one scythe, and it looks like he distracted all the Banshee models. I even took some out, and he allowed the Prey team to get back on point. That was brilliant.
Oh, that is incredible. So far, Prey doing a fantastic job. Once again, they're not
Oh
in
my
as good
God.
of a hold as they were last time, but this is still a good
This
start.
This is pretty close to their hold last
Yeah.
time. They've almost got it looks like they've got the entire team on point by now.
Yeah, KATS
they've
not.
got 5, 6 maxes here.
Yeah, KATS really not in a good position to push them out either. They really failed on the neutral secure so far. Once again, you know, this is going to be another slogfest for KATS. They have to absolutely decimate all of these medics before they can really even push in here. And that is just not going to happen, it seems. As we saw in the last half, you know, Prey was able to hold in there for almost indefinitely.
I don't see KATS pushing yet. I think they're preparing something. They don't
definitely
just want to
preparing
try and Rambo in there for another 1 minute. Again, they're prepping something.
They're definitely prepping, so I'm seeing a lot of them moving back. Oh, maybe it's a max
Yeah, that's
crash
the
they're
channel.
going
Like,
for.
yeah, I think they're pulling. They are pulling maxes.
Oh, it's gonna be a big max crash then, maybe.
That's probably a good idea.
That's their best idea
Prey
yet.
better have sub C4 and or tank pipes ready.
See, that is going to be the issue for the KATS push here, because they're in both 2 bad choke points here.
Oh yeah, these
One
gas
choke
are
point
just
on the stairway,
so
that's
easily
absolute
C4able.
death. One person needs to run up here and just bait the first C4, and then the entirety of the wave needs to come in after that.
Well, even then, you can still drop. Like, there's multiple heavies, medics and engineers up here, right? And most of them, like, at least a few of them will have
Oh,
C4.
Arrows goes down. They might not even have to worry about it. It looks like they're going down just a normal gunfire.
I mean, that works.
Yeah, these maxes are absolutely decimating the downstairs force. They're getting back up almost immediately, but
really done the... Alright, guys, that's the
No.
first thing yet.
Oh.
We might see it here. That's it.
I
We
think they're
see the
doing it.
C4 now.
Oh, it's time. They're moving.
There's no C4. There's no C4.
Yeah, they didn't. They did not place a C4. This is a bad position.
They
I
might
don't.
clear here. Maybe
They
not.
may. This is a slogfest.
This is wild. This is some 12v12 stuff.
Yeah, absolute slugfest. They cannot. There is no clear winner yet.
Nope, that is a VS win right there.
Yeah, they're holding it. There goes the last of the TR Maxes. Another again. Just a fantastic hold again.
And that was a good push from KATS.
Yep,
that was
3,
a good push,
2,
and Prey
1.
definitely made mistakes there. They didn't get the.
Prey takes a 3rd point in the second half now.
That's crazy.
This is absolutely crazy. Did not expect to see this coming into this.
And KATS definitely had an opening there. Prey missed out on killing that max push on the stairs with 1 C4 or 1 tank mine, and they had the opening there. They just, again, I feel like it's an issue where they have struggled getting all their infantry to push at once, people to leave their banshees. I don't know if they're asking them to. Maybe they want to keep the 1 banshee up, but there seems to be an issue of them all pushing together.
I'm not so sure it is just them pushing together as much as it is just once they get up here, Prey is just, they're holding such good spots in the corners away from each other and getting crossfire in angles. Even in the small little section like that, it's such a good positioning by a lot of these Prey members.
Oh yeah, definitely. And now having the Punisher underbarrel definitely helps. They can stay so far away from these maxes, and if the maxes ever get in real danger, they just run back to the engineer and get quick reps. But the Punisher, like 3 anti-spamming Punisher, clearly is enough to keep the maxes somewhat alive. No backhead yet, by the way.
Alright. Now, the only thing on the south side on the ground floor is infantry, so obviously there's not going to be any pushes coming from this one.
And there is mosquitoes hovering around, making sure there's no backhead.
Prey's still in a great spot here, not really losing very many people, and when they do die, they just come right back.
Yeah, that one moment when all the Prey people, all the infantry got back on point, that really saved them here. And Savage's Rails grenades, that might have actually been the MVP for Prey on this point here.
There's been a lot of MVP moments on this match overall. We've seen so many good moments overall from the Prey team.
My
especially.
2 absolute favorites so far were I didn't see entirely what was going on, but if this is how it went down, that one side pulling all the Banshee away so that the Prey infantry could enter. If that's what happened, that was my absolute favorite. And then Savage's res grenade when the point was wiped and he was just downstairs and no one noticed him, he threw up a res grenade and got his team's point hold back up. Those were great moments. Osprey trying to get a Sunday in here, but it almost gets taken out. I guess. Oh yeah, Relta does have a Comet Max, so he's doing the anti-vehicle walk.
We're seeing that classic
and,
sort of.
as well.
The funny thing is, we're seeing that classic sort of cheese pulls by KATS. You know, it's not like that has stopped at all. It's just that the turtle meta here, especially for this base, is just so strong. And Prey is playing it so well. Well, insanely well, in fact, for this whole match. It has just been just incredible to watch.
Honestly, KATS might have to take a step back and say, either we find a way to beat the turtle meta, we find a way to play around it, or we have to learn to play it ourselves. Because at least last year, I did play a little bit with this team. There was very much an issue of people just didn't want to do it. People just didn't want to be told to. You just be in the NG and you just spam underbarrel grenades at the staircase because people were like, nah, I want to shoot people.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
That's not it makes sense, but that's not this game mode.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, despite you know having a lot of players like that in KATS, they did tend to do very well for a long time. This recent team, this Prey team, coming out and really showing that, you know, if played right, this meta can be super effective though. insanely effective. I dare to say they absolutely have played this even better than Short Stack did last year.
I don't remember Short Stack well enough to make that call, but they are playing it different for sure, and I like their take on it.
Well, from what I remember, Short Stack played inside of a crescent building as the neutral, and they just kind of stayed in there for the entirety of the match. Prey has actually done a back cap.
That's true.
So, you know, we've seen some other things form up to assist with that sort of meta. And
I
they've
would
been
like
doing it well.
to say this Prey team play against Short Stack. Now, you could argue that it is just going to be Prey vs Turtle, but I think that team not having Dubness does actually make it a very different team, because as far as I know, he was the mind behind those.
Yep, shot callers absolutely do matter.
Not just shot caller, but he also came up with the strats for that team, so I think that's a big difference, and not the same team, but we will sort of get Turtle versus Prey.
I do see some people saying, you know, that this lane is just very strong for the neutral and for turtling in particular. And
That's
while
true.
I do see that, let's not forget, Prey actually did cap a triple stack. You know, that's a building with a lot of open holes here.
And that triple stack has all windows open, I think. I think there's one closed actually. Let me go check.
Yeah, so it's not a case of, well, Prey just can't do anything
they're
unless
all
they have
open.
Yeah, so it's
all
not...
windows and all doors on that triple are open.
And let's also not forget that their Sunday spawn was terrible. They had to run across an open field to get back in if they died. So it's not a case where you can just say Prey, well, oh, you know, they would never have won if they didn't just have a really good lane to turtle on. And while that might definitely be the case for a bit of it, they're definitely getting an assist by that. They already showed that they can cap on a normal base.
Oh yeah, I do want to say this would be a lot harder to pull off on a lane like the neutral Chimney Rock Depot. So
For sure.
2 minutes to Heyoka. Chimney Rock Depot, this is a lot harder to pull off on. I've actually can't remember ever seeing it being successful turtling that point hold, but I'd like to see them try, but maybe they have a different strat for that. Like I don't think it's fair to assume from this one match that they're just gonna turtle everything.
Look at this Banshee Mossy getting just the craziest angle. It's frog face there, going all the way down onto ground, trying to Banshee up towards the maxes on south side.
That does seem like a frog thing to do.
You know, at this point, it's really just the air guys just kind of trying to spam into the base. I'm not sure that Prey really wants to go for that other base because they do know that that's a very, very weak building to be holding into doing a point hold. Maybe they just want to run the timer down a little bit as well. That's a possibility before they move out. That probably is a good idea because you don't want to make a big play knowing that there's a lot of time for KATS to recover that 3 points.
Unknown is saying in chat that he doubts anyone is having fun with this, to be honest. And I guess I do see where you're coming from. Like, this is probably just sitting there spamming engineer nades at a match.
To be honest, Prey is probably ecstatic. I'll be honest with you.
The greatest playing player, but they're probably hyped because they're beating KATS right now. They're probably hyped.
The Prey team right now, I guarantee you, they are just ecstatic, filled with glee.
But yeah, if you want to see better, or if you want to see more gameplay focused stuff, then there is always 6v6 and maybe in some point in the future 12v12 again. This is how do you play PlanetSide the most effective, and as many of you from live probably know, playing PlanetSide the most effective. It's not always the most fun gameplay, but it can lead to situations like this where you just beat a team supposed to be so much better than you.
Yeah.
You're going to good. Some people do enjoy this.
They're definitely.
I used to.
Don't forget, LaneSmash has always had, like, you know, more viewers overall than any other format. There are definitely more people that really do like LaneSmash.
It is the classic. I mean, you could argue that it is like some people say real PlanetSide. I'd say it's like the classic PlanetSide, where 66 and 12v12 sort of trying to make different game mode happen within PlanetSide, and that's cool. I love that, but that's not for everyone. That's fine. Some people just want to see PlanetSide be PlanetSide. And that's exactly what LaneSmash is.
Osprey trying to go in for a cheeky stalker infill play there, trying to get back in behind and try to kill these medics. just got spotted out by the Max, unfortunately.
Arrows is now spamming in a hash lightning. This is...
Yeah, so at this point, it seems KATS has just kind of folded a little bit. Their communication is no longer what it once was at the beginning of the half, or even in the first half entirely. They've just sort of they're having a very tough time. They're not really able to get that coordination back up anymore. You know, we see these scattered infantry everywhere, but you don't see a coordinated push. You really just see some Banshee Mossies. You see some Pelter rockets. You know, at the end of the day, they're going to be talking about how many kills they got at, you know, spamming into these little holes here. But they're, you know, it's not going to come out with a win. They are definitely getting a lot of kills, but they're getting back up, and that's the problem. Ryan also going for the cheeky stalker infill with a power knife play, just trying to take out those medics.
I'm sort of just reading chat right now because there's not that much happening, honestly.
No, not really. Because KATS is, again, they don't have any kind of coordination to push into this right now. It just feels like their heart's not in it anymore. It's just kind of broken them from that first play on this second half, when they tried to push in with a lot of maxes. But at this point, you know,
I can understand it. I'm seeing some. I'm sure like Zenora and Osprey running in with knives here. I'm sure they're just having fun.
They're having a good time.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the Prey team, you know, they're still on it. They're not stopping their sort of coordinated rotation, underbarrel spam meta gameplay they're going for right now, because they're still in this. They're still in this to win it. We got Reltor apologizing in chats for impersonating Turtle.
Damn, Reltor getting cocky.
Well, you know, again, I hate to keep hitting this horse, but this isn't the only base that Prey has capped. They did cap a triple stack, so you can't just say, you know, they only went for a neutral base.
Oh,
they
right,
just turtled the whole time.
You got 3. You got 4, I think. Oh yeah, get him.
Yeah, you can't just say that Prey just you know, went in and stuck on the neutral the entire time, because on that first half they did push out. They got a back cap going. They pushed out, and in fact we have a back cap. I just noticed.
Oh.
Look at that.
Oh, it's already over a minute.
Yeah.
In.
Not a lot of people here, so I don't think KATS has actually noticed either.
Yeah, I see a lip hovering. I see 3 Banshee Moses guys. I'm sure they know.
Looks like we've got Vertigo, Islander goes down. There is only 1 player left on the point, but again, 1 second on this point is 2 seconds. KATS literally cannot do anything on that Amherst ARX.
What's it now?
Oh,
3-0?
well, now we have Osprey. Oh my god! Osprey just kind of crouched down in front of the infill uncloaking, and just calmly headshotting Osprey. Oh, and he takes another one! Oh, but he does go down to the lull pod, so there's nobody left on the point, so that can be capped back by probably Osprey here running back on the point. Absolute hero of an infiltrator there. Let's head on back to Amherst ARX. I don't think we're going to see too much more happening over here for now.
Oh. Damn, Puff Daddy's Titan in chat. He's in out this round.
Puff Daddy...
I haven't seen him this round, so maybe... Huh?
He's Blink, isn't he? Yeah, so
he's
you would think
one of the leaders of Blink. He's one of the leaders of this team.
Oh, interesting. Maybe he just couldn't make it to this match.
Maybe also people in chat getting kind of rude. Everyone take a chill.
Hey, relax everybody, relax.
I'm gonna call the administration otherwise, and you're all gonna get banned. Do we have any mods? Do we even have any mods, Carlos?
You know,
Are we literally
probably not. Who can say?
It's
alright. I'm sure they'll handle it.
I know Dots and Halos and Hunting are playing in this match, and they're moderators in the chat right now, so we should be good. But calm yourself, don't be rude. It's just a game, and it's just LaneSmash. It's not even 66. Why do you care?
Yeah. So yeah, we're just not gonna see too much more happening here, I don't think. Like I said, KATS. You can see from their gameplay here, they're very much demoralized. I don't see a coordinated push. I only see some cheese happening, like this silly little. Is that a? Oh, it's a shredder lift that's happening here. This is a silly. It's a, you know. Not much more to do for the KATS team. They don't really have their heart in it for the last half of this.
I can understand it.
Yeah.
I can totally understand not like having a lot of fun here.
Mm-hmm.
Getting sort of demoralized.
I don't even see anybody on the southern bottom side. Actually, there is someone here. Oh, here we go with Ryan again. He's gonna be pushing up into this.
And
go with that power
right
knife.
Behind him.
Here we go. He gets one kill and goes down.
Ah, Chippy didn't even get anyone. Unfortunate.
So I think there's about 8 minutes still left in the match or so. You know, obviously that's not enough time for KATS to actually get a cap, or rather 3 caps, I should say, because that's how many they would need to even make it in the draw. Technically, there would be enough time for them to cap, but you can just see they're spread out forces. Everyone's just in their own cheese, or running at the point in a stalker infill with a power knife. You know, at this point, they've kind of given up. A little unfortunate. I would like to see a match. You don't see this happen a lot of times. This is actually kind of a rare event where one team just gets to the point where they don't even bother anymore. Luckily, this does not happen very often. You know,
People are asking me to mod me, and nah. I'm not gonna mod any. Not that I could.
Only
I don't even have mod myself.
I actually know of a very good moderator if PlanetSide Battles would like to just take my opinion into consideration. Interlude QQ, very good moderator.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that guy.
Yeah, very good.
He moderates for all the big streamers.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a moderator on all the biggest PlanetSide streamers, and he's made all their Twitch clips very successful.
I love that, man.
Yeah, it's great.
So far, once again, no kind of coordination by KATS. I wonder if there's happening a back cap at all. Let's go take a look over here in this other base. I do see something happening here. What is that?
Oh, my map is being not great.
What's going on over here? We have a lot of forces. Are they just doing a flash race now?
What?
Oh wait, hold on. Hold on. There's a stealth Sunday down here. They're just camping it with tanks and flashes now. They're just
These flashes are shotguns.
Okay,
right?
so maybe demoralized was the wrong word. Okay. I mean, maybe it's probably still the right word actually, but it's not quite the right term, I think.
I'm sure it depends. I'm sure some are demoralized, but some are definitely just having fun.
At this point, so we should probably know KATS has never really been a super serious team. They've always done really well. But this is actually what I probably should have expected from them at the end of the match. Just kind of sitting here with about 400 flashes, looking at an empty Sunder.
And I thought it just... Oh, they're going down the road now, Galos.
Oh boy. Where are they? Oh, here we go.
2, 3,
Little flash
4,
race
5.
happening here at the end. All right. Well, maybe this will be the reinforcements that they need over here at Emmer's AirX. Maybe they can push all these guys.
People are kissing at Yell chat. People are asking if they can kiss Street Scam. That's great.
Yeah, and again, this is kind of what KATS is. You know, they're not a super serious, not a super sweaty team, especially anymore. They very much do play this as more of a fun event for everybody, but they have done well in the past because they're all good players and they know what they're doing. But you can see here when things don't go their way, they're not going to get super salty about it.
Going in with the flash.
They get a bit, we're seeing them. They get a bit salty maybe, but they don't get, you know, super angry, super upset. And they maybe lose a little bit of morale, a little bit of communication at the same time.
Oh,
Again,
that's a flamethrower fresh.
look at this. Look at this absolute ridiculousness.
Flamethrower fresh. I'm so happy. This is everything I wanted. This is every item. I gotta tell Sub about it. He's gonna be so happy. His favorite weapon on his favorite vehicle, so use it in LaneSmash. You know, last time I asked Sub if he wanted to play LaneSmash last year on the stack team, he was like, "Can I just play flamethrower flash the entire round?" I was like, "I'll ask him about it." And they said no, but if they would have said yes, he would have been in here. God, this is great.
Are they pulling it again?
I don't know, I didn't check.
Let's see here. We got a harasser.
Probably
That
not.
might do some damage. Hold on. See what this guy's doing.
Who is this? Not showing a name for me. There we go, it's Arrows.
Ah.
One of the vehicle mains. He does have a Vulcan, so he's probably not going for gun kills. Probably going for lane smash kill.
Aw. Did he stop here? Where's he going?
Nah, he's going up the hill. He's got tire smoke, doesn't he? Looks
Wow,
dope.
he is cosmetic, isn't he?
Pimped out. Damn it, they say Jaeger doesn't make any money.
There is no way that is true. The
Yeah,
amount of people that
know
I've
of
seen
plenty of
buying
idiots,
cosmetics
including
on
myself,
Jaeger. Yeah.
spending money on Jaeger. I think I've spent $10, but I know people that spend a lot more. A lot more. What's he doing? Where's our arrows going?
It looks like both teams are just saying GG to each other now. So I don't know what time is left on the clock, but I'm pretty sure they're just going to.
There is about.
About
two and a
half
it
minutes
just
or
ticked
so.
over the 4 minutes. I think they're taking pictures on point.
Oh, it's picture time.
Oh, this is nice.
So
they're calling the ceasefire. Take pictures together.
a beautiful ceasefire for the end of a beautiful match. Prey here playing absolutely dominantly, so well.
This is amazing.
Coming out, not firing. Well, okay, there is some people firing, but it's mostly harmless.
It's just punch animals. They're sort of scared. They're holding off a bit, going slowly, but they're gaining.
This is what you like to see. This is actually very good sportsmanship of both teams
Who's
here.
bulldogging? Oh, they're meeting on top of the triple stack. This is beautiful.
This is a beautiful scene here. There is C4 all over that Liberator. Probably gonna kill a lot of people.
It's probably yeah, probably about to team kill that lib. Oh, Essing and his lightning can't get on a triple stack roof. Sad on the outside.
Oh, look at them. Look at them. They're all lining up on the Liberator now. It's, yeah. So... This is, in my entirety of casting LaneSmash, as well as Pill, even Server Smash, I don't think I've ever seen both teams just kind of come back out to and sort of do the metaphorical handshake like this at the end of the day. This is quite nice to see.
Snipsel, Crowley, two of the KATS leaders, giving props and saying, well played. Oh, Gallows, can you put an orbital strike on this?
I can,
Yeah.
I'm not going to though.
They're asking for it, Gallows.
Yeah,
come
I'm
on.
not going. Believe me, there are more than enough admins that can do this.
They're not allowed to play on the admin accounts.
Oh, that's true, yeah. But yeah, so far I think what we saw here was a really, really well done match by the Prey team. Dominant in how they played. They went in here with a sort of a plan They did it on both halves, and they did it very, very well. They did not falter. They moved very quickly when they saw an opportunity to get an extra cap as well, which was very nice to see. They didn't just play it super safe and not...
Hey, KATS on point, girls. KATS
Oh,
on
it's
point.
over. It's over. I think they might get it.
Roost! Christmas truce is over. Got him.
You know, it's funny. Prey is still on the point. Prey's still taking back the point despite that. So,
Match ends.
there's the official match
here.
end.
Final score is 2-0, 3-0. 3-0 for Prey in that case. And may the team captains join the interview channel.
Oh, Shrimp was streaming as well. We got Shrimp to join us for the interviews.
Oh,
Another
yeah, good
caster.
idea. Yeah.
I didn't realize he was going to stream.
Go down there and let them know we want him to come and do some post-match interview and
Oh,
bring him
Shrimp
in.
knows.
Okay, good. Go let them know we're about to pull him up then.
Let's go down there. I think we're supposed to switch down there now, girls. I think they changed it.
Oh, did they? Can I not
Actually,
move up?
did they not? I cannot
No.
move them, by the way.
Let me see if I have...
User
I still have
was
the interview
I
tag.
can.
Oh, you're good.
I cannot move
I can
Snipsel
move.
though.
Why'd you move
User
me?
was
Hello,
moved to your
everybody.
channel.
And I'm giving out tags.
Hi guys.
Tag me.
So,
Oh,
yeah,
God,
give out the
it's
tag, please.
I can't tag you.
All right, so,
So my secret strategy to bamboozle the enemy was successful.
before we talk to each other, I want to say who's here. We've got Znipsel for the KATS team. We've got Nocturnal Gannett for the Prey team. We've got Broken for the correct me? I don't actually remember. Prey
Prey
team.
team.
Sorry.
I'm the Force Commander of the Prey team.
Force Commander of the Prey team. My bad. By the way, fantastic job. And then we've got Lulz here also on the Prey team. Yes, Prey. So,
Squad leader.
So
Squad leader.
you're zerging Snipsel really in this interview channel.
yeah. Has he
That's
not
fine,
taken enough?
Feels like the point holes, you know.
We here to kiss Snipsel.
Aww.
We love
So,
you, man.
first of all, congratulations, Prey team. You guys did a phenomenal job. That was incredible to watch. You guys not just sort of kind of doing that turtle meta. You really didn't just stick to that. You actually found an opportunity to go out, get an extra base on top of it, kind of disproving what people probably thought was going to be just the meta that you guys were going to go for here. You know, you could take a base, you know, that's not just Ambush ARX. You guys took it. You guys took a triple stack from KATS despite air dominance by KATS, but despite tanks coming in from KATS, you know, despite KATS themselves, the players. You guys did a fantastic job here, and I want to first applaud you for that. That was a incredible match to watch. Couple of questions. We want to start with your opening strategy. Definitely seemed like the complete sort of turtle formation, but I have a couple of questions about it. Did you want to go only for that neutral, or was the plan to actually move out, but KATS just gave too much of harassment for you to actually get out and get another base on top of it?
On the Blackshore Tungsten Mine, it's a heavy air lane, or a heavy air base, which causes us a lot of issues in that case, because they have a lot more pilots than we do. So we only really had a choice of stay where we are at Amherst ARX or get some kind of dominance with vehicles, but we got pinned and we got pushed and we were unable to get together a proper retaliation in that case. So our only response, because of the capabilities of the other team, was to stay where we are and try to do something. So send some harassment, send some individuals, pull a few infiltrators as well as buses, and look for a semi-forward cap. So we were hoping to make a full commitment in the long run, but they're too strong on the response to actually initiate a full push for that lane.
I see.
So props to the quick responses from Zipsels and the rest of the crew.
We
for
had
taking
none,
care of
but
that.
I will explain what's going on in our team in a second.
Actually, yeah. Let's talk a little bit about how you guys kind of responded to Nipsel, because you know, we really did go into this thinking, you know, the KATS team was really going to be, you know, very strong for this. We know that, you know, cheese isn't super affected on an ARX, but you can still do some cheese on it. You know, simple question, what happened?
Honestly, man, like when they dropped everyone on point, like they are the better point holders. Like, let's get this out of the way. I think in that region of the game, they're just clearly better than us, what is fine because they're actually playing the game. Surprise. We have super strong air. We have probably the highest amount of good pilots in a single team. Maybe not the best one, but definitely the highest amount. Like we had, without issue, 16 people able to fly in the team today. In this space, it doesn't really help though. But, yeah, we just couldn't coordinate our pushes good enough. Like they just played better at the end. And yeah, congrats to them. And in the second round, honestly, when they had the middle base, we just said, fuck it, let's have fun. That's what we did.
No,
Yeah, we saw
we
that
noticed.
flash race. That was great. That was we really
So
enjoyed that.
the original idea, the history behind the flash thing is last year in some practice match, I told people, hey, pulling 24 flashes is a valid strategy. And this year, a few beginner teams actually came up to me and asked me how to reproduce it so it actually works.
Oh no.
So yeah, our team is gonna be focused on flash maining from now on.
He's Nipsel changing the meta every day.
Yeah. Not
Yeah, I guess
successful, it seems like. But
Thanks
Yo,
for
Gallo,
the great
can I ask a
match.
question?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Zipso, you had that black shard cap. You had that back cap. You could have taken any time you wanted, right?
oh yeah,
I have a
but we also
feeling-
had Banshees and lolpots.
I had a feeling you were being a foul.
You should have made us up, man. That's scary.
I did notice that cap had been going on for a while when I actually did finally notice it. When I went over there, you know, it was just like two dudes kind of just chilling around the base, and then like we saw some KATS guys there, but they didn't care at all. Like it's, was that like a baiting thing? What was going on?
Yeah, okay, of course, it was highly tactical and no, no. To be honest, I just had like 4 plain guys at least minimum sitting in my ear and being like, "Yo, dude, I'm here to Benji farm. What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Dude, like, let him win. Who cares? We are through the group stage anyway."
Yeah.
Let them cap it, and then at like 5 seconds, I think it was Halot. Halot decided they are not allowed to cap the space, so he just walked in, killed one guy, and kept it back. So blame Halot.
That would have been a funny cap.
It would have been.
If
Yeah,
it
you should have
just
just let
been-
it go through, quite frankly.
Yeah.
No,
I-
no fun.
I
allowed.
will
This
have
is
a word with Halot. I have someone in chat has spammed me to ask you this for probably 20 messages, Snip. So why did you ban the in there lane? I don't know which
Why
lane.
not? No one likes Inder.
There you go. Thank you.
There we go. Thank you.
Praise be.
Like, I know KATS is the mean and bad stack fit, and we are all mean bullies because we are doing nothing else than stacking
You
the
guys
best
would be
players
nice
in the
to
world
us.
together. But at the end, what people don't understand is we are friends, man. Like everyone in this team I play with for multiple years by now, and half of the team doesn't actively play PlanetSide. We're just chilling. Like we are
You
the
guys
joke
have-
TS of
You guys have
Europe,
been
you know.
nothing but nice to us. We've had no problem, so
It's all a
it's been
ruse.
good.
Did you not see what they did to you at the end of that? They grabbed the base, they killed everybody. It's all a ruse. Don't let them get to your head like this.
No, truly. I was so taken aback, man. I can't believe they baited us out of our point home like that.
I think I found the best way to get turtles out of the base. Like, just tell them it's a picture time.
That's smart. That's smart. I'm gonna remember that. All right. Well,
It's
Gress,
gonna
do
be
you have
adapted next year.
do you have any more questions for anybody? All right then.
No, I just want to say thank you. That was a great
Yeah,
match to watch.
That was fun.
I-
That was very fun to watch at the end there. Thank you for,
Especially
for
that
keeping
second
that
round. I had a
entertaining.
lot of fun.
Anytime. Thanks for having
Yeah,
us, guys.
GG guys, like
Yep.
really well executed.
And
Thank you,
again,
Max.
congratulations to the Prey team for your win there. Now, before we go, we do have the schedule here. Today we don't have any more matches. However, tomorrow we have 3 matches coming up. It's going to be one at 18 UTC. That is going to be too late. Versus CBT. We've got one at 20 UTC. That is Wafat versus TLDR. And then we've got one at, sorry, my Borker just went off. 02 UTC the next day, technically 9 p.m. for EST people. Dark versus OKTZ. Those are all going to be very fun matches to watch as well. I'm not sure if it's going to beat this match. This was a very silly match to watch. I'm very, very happy we actually got to cast this one. So again, thank you for that. But until then, we will see you guys tomorrow for the rest of these matches. We'll put it up on the post splash screen. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.